What's going on, College Hoops Heads? This is another edition on the Center Hub's YouTube channel where we will be breaking down transfers, NBA draft prospects that are declaring, returners, everything in between relating to college basketball and the NBA. So we are going to be talking right now about Donovan Dent going to UCLA. Dent was at New Mexico the last 2 years. He was an AP All-American honorable mention this year. So if there was an All-American 4th team, I guarantee you he would have been on it. Um, increased his average. He averaged 14 and 5 his sophomore year at New Mexico last year, and then increased his. That was obviously playing alongside who JT Toppin was on that team, but so was Jamal Mashburn Jr. and Eddie House's kid, Jaden House.
Jaden House.
So only averaged 14 and 5. This year he took off, won Mountain West Player of the Year, averaged 20 and 6 this year. And yeah, this is a guy who won California Mr. Basketball in 2022. Like, for anybody who says they don't like the transfer portal, like, I don't know how you look at a guy like Donovan Dent, who was California Mr. Basketball, still had almost no Division I offers coming out of high school, and now he ends up playing at a school, UCLA, which I could only imagine. Again, he's from Corona, California. I don't know how close that is to Los Angeles. But, like, for all we know, like, could be, like, his dream to play for UCLA. And
yeah. Which is awesome because, I mean, he's 4th ranked in the transfer portal, deserving. Also, he ranked top 15 nationally in the 20 points per game and 6.4 assists per game. Huge pickup for Mick Cronin. Gets another outstanding guard. This dude, he's so good in transition as well, and on offense when he pushes the pace down like the court and gets through the lane. I mean, he's just got an extreme tick. He's got an extreme burst, explosion of speed. Great with the ball in his hands. I mean, if UCLA wants to play fast next year, doesn't really matter how they feel because they're going to. Because I believe New Mexico was 7th fastest team in the country last season. So it's going to be a good time. It's going to be fun to watch, especially when they got Xavier Booker coming off the pick and roll with him, lob threat. It's going to be pretty sick. Mick Cronin should be excited for him.
I should have done this before we started recording, done a T-rank Bartovic inquiry. I wonder how many 6'2" guards in the country shot basically 50, 40, 80 on the amount of shots and volume and usage that Dent had at New Mexico. He has to be probably the only one or close to it.
Has to.
But meanwhile, let's look at the rest of this team. So they also just got a commitment from Xavier Booker, who spent his first 2 years at Michigan State. He was the 14th ranked recruit according to On3 his freshman year. So he's a super high-level recruit going into his junior year. Jamal Brown from Kansas City averaged 17 and 7. He's also a 40% three-point shooter. And you're pairing them with Sky Clark, with Tyler Bilodeau, and with Eric Daly Jr. You still have Trent Perry, who was a high recruit. You have Dominic Harris, who played well the Royal Marymount. He only played 7 minutes a game last year in 11 games. He didn't play much. Like, this is a team. We talked about Kentucky earlier, and if anyone didn't see that episode, go check that out about their depth. This team is as deep as Kentucky, but like they go definitely 7, 8 deep. They do probably need one more big man because Booker is probably more of a 4 than a 5, and he's the only true big on the roster. Bilodeau will probably start at the 4. Daly probably starts at the 3. So overall, I mean, how much better does Dent make UCLA?
I say they take him from, Big Ten's competitive. And I mean, if Xavier Booker pans out how he should, being a former 5-star, bigs develop at a slower rate sometimes. And he probably needed a fresh start. He's got a world of talent. I think he's going to fit Cronin's defense a lot better than Izzo's. You got to bet on talent sometimes when you find these guys in the portal, especially guys who are former 5-stars, McDonald's All-Americans. I think he's going to be the one who's going to be dependent on. Donovan Dent's going to do his thing. Xavier Booker, if he can take off and be the guy who we thought he'd be out of high school, I'd say they're top 25 nationally easily, and I think they have a chance to win the Big Ten. they just need a few more pieces, maybe a backup big, maybe another guard playing alongside Dent at the 2. We'll see. I mean, Eric Daly, he's unreal on defense. Also a good 3-point shooter at the 3. So, I mean, they lost a few pieces, but nothing that you're going to lose sleep over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they lost. They
Kobe
lost.
Sanders.
I was gonna say they lost some probably guys that are probably bigger in name than they were in role. Kobe Johnson is the big
Kobe
one,
Johnson, my fault.
but Dylan Andrews and Sebastian Mack both left. Obviously, with Dent there and Sky Clark as well, they weren't going to get the playing time that they deserved.
And Mara is gone.
Mara, and then William Kyle, he never really panned out after transfer from one of the. I forget it was North Dakota or South Dakota. It just
I think it was South Dakota State.
Yeah, so he's at Syracuse now, William Kyle, but he just didn't pan out for UCLA. So yeah, this team is good, and I think they did a great job replacing a lot of these guys. Like again, they lost Andrews and Mack after getting Dent. They lost William Kyle and Ade Mara and replaced him with Xavier Booker, and then they lost Kobe Johnson and got Jamal Brown and already have Eric Daly and Tyler Bilodeau. So, this team is just very well, the pieces just fit, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It's going to be well-rounded. It's not going to be a team that on paper people are going to be blown away by, but they're going to show it on the court easily. And I think everybody's going to be excited for a SoCal kid coming home. That's special. I mean, people are going to be mad about it. They're going to be mad that he left the Mountain West. To go for money, but at the end of the day, it probably wasn't all just about the money. It's probably about going home, playing your last season of college ball at your home state in your hometown. Family's a huge thing, and also people can say what they want about Donovan Dent. I mean, he proved it on the biggest stage that he's a heck of a player. 21 points against Marquette, a game I was at. He looked unbelievable. Against Cam Jones. I mean, that was a duel. That was a battle. And then Michigan State, he had 14. I mean, they put up a fight against Michigan State. Michigan State's a second half team, but if they weren't a second half team, I don't think they beat New Mexico.
For what it's worth, he played UCLA this year on the second game of the year. New Mexico won, and he had 17 and 8. But he did have 9 turnovers, and that's obviously the outlier for him. But even so,
I guarantee he won't let Mick Cronin forget about that.
Yeah, and the one thing, what was UCLA this year? 7 seed, I think they were.
Yeah, something like that. They were 23-11, fourth in the Big Ten.
Yeah, so I think they were a 7 seed.
Okay.
And we already talked about, Kentucky earlier tonight, and we talked about JT Toppin and Texas Tech earlier today. And we said, Texas Tech has to be a surefire top 5 team if Darian Williams is back, and probably top 15 if he's not. Kentucky, we said, you said potential top 5, I said potential top 10, definitely top 15, top 20. It's tough not to put UCLA in the same conversation because, yes, they were 7 seed this year, but they didn't have the star power that Donovan Dent now brings to this roster.
Yeah.
They're another, I think, borderline top 10 team. And again, we're talking about these guys as they're committing. So we're talking about the teams that already made moves that are ahead of the curve a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, top 10, I could see top 10 easily. I mean, I think they just need one more guy who can go get his own bucket. But, I mean, I saw reports maybe Ian Jackson's a guy they consider looking at. I thought I saw him in his watch list. So he could be a nice little piece next to Dent. That would be a fun duo. Because Dent's a good defender, but if you bring Captain Jack into the fold, that kid's electric.
Yeah. Dent's long, too. I think he's a very underrated defender for what it's worth. That team's going to defend their asses off.
Yeah.
But, okay, anything else to add on this UCLA team?
No, not really. I mean, I only see Donovan Dent getting better. I know he averaged 20 this year and 6, and that's tough to say for a guy who averaged 20 and 6, but he's the type of kid who I saw in person. He plays with so much passion and so much drive and aggression when he goes downhill. Size doesn't matter to him. I mean, he'll take it at anybody. So I only see him getting better. I think he's got to be a favorite to win Big Ten Player of the Year. So, I mean, we'll see. It should be fun for UCLA next year.
Yeah, again, we already talked about it, but like a 6'2" guard that's shooting basically 50, 40, 80. And like he shot this year 49% from the field, and that was a career low. Like this dude just gets to the rim and scores, super efficient. His freshman year, he only shot 21% from three. Last year was 37.5. This year was 41.5. Well, 41. Free throws increased 68. Now he was at 78 this past year. Like the numbers just keep going up without the efficiency declining, with the usage and the minutes going up as well. Like it's just incredible to see. And I'm excited to see him, as you said, in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, we appreciate you guys watching this episode. Go check out, we talked about Kentucky adding Jaden Quaiden, Shaylin Lowe, and some of those other guys. We talked about JT Toppin in another episode, returning to Texas Tech. Be on the lookout for more videos just like these throughout the rest of the college basketball offseason. And Matt and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for listening.